Say what?
You want to tweet all this shit out?
Yeah, let me know when we're live.
We are live. We're live.
Okay, we are tweeted.
You want to add everybody in Discord because I can't because I'm capping
Yeah.
right now. No
Yep.
cap. No cap.
No cap, but cap. Dunzo.
All right. What's up, Reg?
Hey, Reg.
By the way, everybody who's here today, no, Dom had like fucking 6 things he needed to do today. I was supposed to have my first match of the season tonight, but apparently that's not happening.
Well, now you get to hang out with me.
Fuck. Never. I have my match is back on. I gotta go.
Yeah?
No.
I would have to do it alone. That'll be the most boring episode of all time.
Yeah, you could talk about like Call of Duty.
Yeah, a lot of COD news.
No, there isn't.
No. I'd make it up, though.
Yeah, you just start rumor. This is what we do. We start rumors now, right? Let's make a bunch of clickbait. We'll start a bunch of rumors, and that's how we take off.
I mean, I don't disagree.
Nick Merckx confirmed steroid user.
That's your clickbait face, too.
Tim the Tatman also on the juice.
Yeah, right.
Orange juice.
Actually, he's
Orange juice.
gotten pretty big, or bigger.
Yeah, in what way?
Like muscle-wise, he lost weight.
Dude, I'm gonna be honest with you. I had bad like Chinese food the other day, and I cannot, for the life of me, stop farting.
L.
Big L coming out of my butt. All right. Do we just fucking grip it and rip it?
Grip it or rip it, my friend.
All right, let me hit my inhaler real quick. Yeah. If I could feel my lungs opening up off of that one. What is up, you nerds? Guess what it is? It's time again this week. You're here Thursday, and if you're not here this Thursday, you're watching it or listening to it on Friday. And if you're not listening to it on Friday, what are you doing? Like, we know you're driving to work. We know you should be listening to us. So put us in your ear holes, put us on your radios, get that fucking bass bumping. You hear this bass in my voice? Get that shit bumping. You want to know why? Because we are going to be live for episode 297 of Not Another Gaming Podcast. And you know what this episode is brought to you by? It's brought to you by us. Us, that is, the 3 of us, even though 2 of us are here this week and only 2 of us have been on the show for the past, 2 months. But it's brought to you by us, Wicked Good Gaming. Go to patreon.com/Wicked Good Gaming right now and become a pledge. Why? Because Chris is starving and because I need to golf more. I need you to fund my hobbies, borderline addiction. Chris needs to eat food because honestly, he's been working far too much. And who knows if he's... we know he barely eats anything outside of Goldfish and Sour Patch Kids on a regular day. But now he works 15 hours a day, and who knows what he's sneaking in between shoots. Dom, on the other hand, he needs to fund another vacation. So go to patreon.com right now. Pledge to us. Patreon.com/Wicked Gaming. We will give you shit when you give us shit, even though we give you this shit, the show, for free every single week. So, Patreon.com/Wicked Gaming. This episode of Not Another Gaming Podcast, episode 297, 3 episodes away from 300, is brought to you by us. Strap yourselves in, ladies and gentlemen, because we're about to take off. What is up, you fucking nerds? You fucking nerds, you dorks, all of you fucking geeks out there right now. Guess what? We're live. It's me and Chris this week. It's episode 297 of Not Another Gaming Podcast. We are going to fucking breeze through this episode. Why? Because I golfed at 7 o'clock this morning and my fucking back hurts and I need to get in bed. And Chris has been working for 20 fucking hours today and we all need to get in bed. Okay? So we're here. We're live. And if you're not here, I'm going to fucking, I'm writing a list. Okay?
Checking it twice.
I'm checking it twice. And you're all fucking naughty on my list. Okay? You're all naughty little subs and Patreon pledges. Naughty little fucks. Naughty little fucks. That's right. Anyway, Chris, how you doing?
I'm doing good, man. Another day in paradise, but I feel like I haven't been on the show in God knows how long because I haven't. Busy boy, but it's good to be here. You know, one day soon it'll be us three again. You know, the summer's been a busy one for all of us. But like you said, it's been a busy one, but it's also been a good one. You know, you were super Bobsitive in the group. And that's what it is. We are slowly creeping into fall, which is exquisite. I am thrilled for that. I heard pumpkin coffees are back at Dunks. Might have to get one of those this weekend.
Dude, it's still fucking August.
It's fall to me, goddammit. But I'm doing good. Good to be here, your boy Crispy. Dolls and the Lankies.
Nice. Well, thank you so much for asking how I'm doing, Chris. I'm doing great. I'm so glad that you are so concerned for my well-being and you would just,
always
ask spontaneously on the spot without me having to even, edge you on any bit. I'm, they call me, I got to come up with a good one here. Bobby Long Drives now, because I'm a fucking...
Golfing Bob.
Yeah, Golfing Bob. Bobby Long Balls. Because I was fucking gripping and ripping all day today.
Bobby Ball Wash.
I never actually utilized those. Maybe I should.
Wash your balls.
Yeah, we used to. Maybe if another company wants to sponsor us. Anyway. Yeah, I'm here. I'm tired. Chris is here. He's tired. So, hey, listen to us be tired together. Hey, guess what? You could be tired with us. How about that? Chris, you do anything crazy this weekend? Like anything wild, spontaneous,
So I was in California this weekend.
Actually, let's do a little weekend recap.
Damn, son. Where'd you find that? We lit. So this weekend I went to California for COD Champs 2022. First time on the West Coast.
The armpit of the United States of America.
I mean, we stayed in a really nice place, so I had no complaints there. We were in downtown. And then on the last day, we finally got to explore. So we drove around like Beverly Hills. We went to Santa Monica, stuff like that. Just kind of, tried to live it up on the last day and then grabbed the red eye home. I got home at 7 a.m. on Tuesday, got right into work. And, I would say I'm like back from the time change, but being there, it was a lot. Time change wise, I was getting exhausted, but I'm about to back. But, the week seemed like it flew by from being back. So I'm ready for this weekend. But all in all, good experience, good time. And really didn't do too much other than that. What about you? What'd you do? You golf?
Oh, big golf ball Bobby over here. I'm all about hitting them balls, Went golfing with Dom and Lobo Pete on Sunday, and, there's a non-zero chance I hit the PGA Tour at some point. I'm just going to say it now.
Yeah?
I think I have it in me. I think I missed my calling in high school and like growing up. Why did I ever try to play basketball when I could have just golfed?
I don't know. It was probably the smart move. I mean, you don't really move that much. You walk around a nice course.
I thought you were saying that personally to me. I don't really move around that much, which is clearly just not true.
No, like golf, you know what I mean? Like you hit the ball, you walk, you hit the ball, you walk. You know, it seems like it seems very relaxing. I've never been. I've only gone mini golfing, but maybe at some point I'll go real golfing.
Dude, it is tough. It's tough to get a handle on, and it's fucking frustrating when you screw something up. Did you play any video games this weekend? Because I played quite a few.
I did not, so I would love to hear what you played.
So I'm still working through, or no, I'm not still working through. I just finished a game that I am reviewing right now. It is still under embargo. I don't know if I can say the name of the. If a game is under embargo, like the review's under embargo, can I say that I already played it?
I mean, the game already announced?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so I played through.
You just can't like give details on it.
Yeah, so I played through Thymesia this past weekend. It's a Soulsborne that's coming out next Tuesday. I will say nothing else. And you can check out the review that will be finished this week and will be posted on Tuesday. So that's at wickedgaming.com. I'm also playing Counter-Strike pretty regularly, and man, I think I'm fucking ready. I'm back for that too. Like, I've been playing and fucking dropping 30 fucking 40 bombs, like, left and right. Feels good.
So if you had to pick one of them to be back, like, you know, one of them to be peeking out at right now, would it be golf or Counter-Strike?
Golf.
Wow.
100%. Do you have any idea how much money professional golfers make?
Yeah, a dumb amount.
Yeah. Compare that to professional Counter-Strike players.
Yeah, I guess you're onto something there.
Yeah. How about this? Let me go pro in golf first so I can make retirement money by the time I'm fucking 35. And then I'll go. Yeah, then I'll go back to Counter-Strike.
I respect it.
But yeah, dude, Counter-Strike, I've been feeling very good in Counter-Strike recently. I think we now have our first match scheduled for Sunday. What else? Oh, and I've been fucking balls deep in Teamfight Tactics again. I think there was just a patch that came out yesterday. It made some small tweaks. First game of the day, I took home first place. Second game of the day, took home second place. And I have just been... I want to start playing ranked again, but I'm also like... There's so many people that sweat so hard in normal games that I'm scared I'm going to have to, like, fucking really sweat in ranked games. So we'll see what happens.
I kind of miss TFT.
Dude, it's so... Oh, my God. It's in such a bad spot right now, but it's so fucking addictive. Like, everything... It's weird, because I'm going through, like, my addiction phase right now. I'm addicted to golf. I'm fucking addicted to TFT. Once I start playing Counter-Strike literally every single day again, that's going to be fucking back. I don't know.
You have an addictive personality.
Not really. Like, it's only for like, I hyper focus on a few things at a time, but it's not like I don't do anything else. Like, it's not like I didn't play, like, I played Thymesia this weekend. It's not like I couldn't play it because I was so fucking, I needed to play TFT.
I'm the same way. Like, when I'm like either playing something or I really enjoy something, I obsess over it for a short period of time. Like, if I start playing a game that I really enjoy, I'll be like laying in bed every single night, like looking up tips and tricks and shit like that.
I was doing that with Wildermyth before I started playing TFT again, and I put like 50 hours into that game, and I beat every one of the campaigns, and that game is just fucking chef's kiss. How about you know what isn't TFT or Counter-Strike?
What? Anything else?
Anything else. Anyway, Fortnite has now confirmed that Dragon Ball Z is going to have a crossover, and oh boy, is my roommate excited.
That game cannot miss. I hate to give flowers to that game, but I've done it time and time again. And like, this is one that people have been waiting a long time for, and I believe it leaked at some point, right?
Yeah. They confirmed it, I think, today or yesterday with a tweet.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's really cool, and not for nothing, they are getting huge people in that game. And that's the reason why I think that game has been so successful in the first place, is they keep things interesting, they keep it spicy, they keep adding and changing. We look at BRs like, Warzone might be a bad example, but whatever. Like they're not able to change the map for, a year or whatever it was. With Fortnite, all right, cool, we're going to come out with this event and, we're going to give you a completely new map and then we're going to do it again in a couple months. But not even just that, we're going to give you these sick events to actually participate in that are very well done. And on top of that, yeah, your favorite characters from movies, video games, what have you. Yeah, we'll add those to the game too. And it's just like they can't seem to miss. And I don't see a point in time where that game goes away. I really don't.
Fortnite 2, just like Counter-Strike 2, baby.
It'll never be a thing. I mean, Fortnite just came out of beta like last year.
What?
Well, when we were playing for a long period of time, if you looked on the top, like on the top of the screen, it's in beta.
That's because the actual like mode that they were going to release the game as without the battle royale didn't release yet.
It was like save the world.
Yeah, it was like a base building like defense game that was supposed to release. I remember seeing that first trailer and I was like, holy shit, this looks fucking awesome. And then Fortnite became the fucking biggest game on the planet. Not because of that, because it released a BR.
Do you think that, like, there was a period of time where people obsessed over Fortnite? That time is obviously gone. But do you still think there are, like, kids who are getting computers just to play Fortnite?
Yeah.
It has to be, right?
Yeah, 100%. I mean, like, you have to think what other games are out there that have ever gotten younger generations to, like, straight up buy a PC. There's none. It's literally just Fortnite.
Yeah, I mean, I remember, and I call me naive because I don't really follow it much anymore, but I don't really hear about many competitive, tournaments or whatnot in there anymore. And I could be completely naive because I don't pay attention.
No, they definitely still have them,
but nothing like we used to have, right? Like the World Series and shit like that.
I don't know. I know they still have
World Cup, whatever.
I know they still have big tournaments. I don't remember, like, I don't know. They're not I don't think they're fucking like promoted as much as what we used to see. Like we used to see, like you would see on Twitch all the fucking time, like there would be an ad for this tournament or some streamer would be fucking talking about it for an entire like stream, like a whole stream. Like, hey, this is the team we're putting together. This is what our plan, like all that shit. I don't think there's much promotion around it anymore because you don't have those big polarizing names that are competing. You just have like the diehard Fortnite players who play it now.
Yeah, because there was a period of time where there were giant names playing that.
Yeah, like,
and like
fucking Tfue, Ninja, like they competed in all of those.
And now you have like people like Benji Fishy, who went from Fortnite and now is, in Valorant.
Yeah.
But like I feel like at a certain point, and I don't want to say age because I don't think age is a deterrent on when you should and shouldn't play certain games if you enjoy it, play it. But I feel like people that started when it first came out just kind of outgrew it. And it just doesn't do it for them anymore.
Well, I mean, I think there's a handful of reasons for shit like that. Like, player bases, like, when you have a player base that is fully dominated by, like, children, it is unappealing as a streamer, unless you're making content off of it, which people do, to want to go into a game and, like, if you're playing with randoms, get chirped at by a fucking 9-year-old.
But there are people that do it, like you said, just in the name of content. Like I see Poke, like Poke does it still. Like I'll be bought in, like T-Hump used to do it and stuff like that, where it was hilarious. But even when you were streaming that game and creating content around it, and you were smart, like Ninja, how we went family friendly because he was heavy focused into that game with the young demographic. You don't really see that much anymore. I think the only one that's really kicking that I know of is like Nick A30.
Yeah, Nick. He's the only one I could think of. What do you think is going to be the next big crossover? Also, by the way, Reg posted a blog about it at wickedgaming.com. Go read it. What do you think is going to be the next big Fortnite crossover?
Pokemon.
That's hard. Because I don't ever think Nintendo would ever allow for licensing of Pokemon outside of their own games.
Okay, so I take that back. I kind of just threw that out there because it was the first thing that popped into my
I
head.
mean, I could see it 100%. I could see it. I could see it visually being a thing, but like logistically, I don't think you ever see a Nintendo primary IP outside of Nintendo. Like it took what 20 years for them to get everybody into Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. So I don't know.
Wait, okay, so I take that back, and I don't know if this has been hinted at or announced or anything like that, but has there been talks of Stranger Things?
Is there not already Stranger Things in Fortnite?
I don't know.
I think there. I thought there was. Anybody in chat, can you confirm or deny? There's not. Okay. Maybe, but that's a perfect segue, Chris. Thank you so much for setting that one up. But you know what game does have crossover with Stranger Things?
What does, Bob?
Dead by Daylight, who has
Wow.
I know, who have just released their newest expansion, DLC. I don't really know how these work. I don't know how to describe them, but you get a new killer, new survivors, you know, occasionally a new map, new abilities. But Dead by Daylight has been going strong for like fucking 7 years now. I remember playing it. I remember testing it at PAX East, getting an interview, and being in touch with all of the behavior developers. And man, I like that game was so strange when it first released. I fucking loved it. I still have it downloaded. I played it a couple of years ago with Steve. We were grinding. But yeah, dude, Dead by Daylight, like Fortnite has all of the pop culture crossovers. Dead by Daylight has literally all of the horror crossovers. Except, wait, I'm trying to think. Is not Freddy Krueger, is Jason Voorhees in Dead by Daylight? I don't think so, because Friday the 13th had its own game.
No, I think there is. Because remember there was that talk about, like, is that, like, why couldn't Friday the 13th do that? Because didn't that game get taken down?
It did. Yeah, it did get. Yeah, no, he's not in it. So,
oh, really?
Yeah, so Friday the 13th, Stranger Things was removed from Dead by Daylight, and no, Jason is not in DBD. How is it removed? I still have the characters.
Who are the characters you can get, like Steve?
Steve and, what's his girlfriend's name?
Like the sister?
No. Steve's girlfriend.
Steve's girlfriend?
Yeah, fucking Mike's sister.
Yeah, what's Mike's sister's name in Stranger Things? What's Mike's sister's name in Stranger Things?
Why can't I fucking remember this? Holy shit.
Yeah, the sister.
Oh my god.
Nancy. I was gonna say Natalie.
Yeah. So Steve and Nancy, and then the Demogorgon was the monster that was released with it. I remember they sent me the DLC for it, and I reviewed it, and which is at wikigaming.com, and I loved it. I thought that game was fucking great. There's still so many people that play it too, and especially with this new update, they just released the Resident Evil crossover. So you get Albert Wesker, which I think looks incredible, and then you also get, I think they have a bunch of different characters from Resident Evil. They have Chris Redfield, who was brought in earlier. They added Rebecca Chambers from Resident Evil 0, who does not get enough love in the franchise, because I cannot remember the last time anything has ever been brought up about Rebecca Chambers. Okay, yeah, that's what I figured. So this is the second Resident Evil crossover. So the first one had Chris Redfield and Nemesis. This has Albert Wesker, Rebecca Chambers, and Ada Wong. And Leon. Leon was in the first one as well, I believe.
What's the competition that Dead by Daylight has right now in the horror genre?
So there were a few games I remember. So last year, The Nightmare, we played that at PAX. That game was actually super fucking fun.
That was fun. You fucked me in that, though. I remember. I'll never forget.
Well, I had to survive. It is what it is.
Yeah, but you had, like, the basis was to get everyone out. You were just like, all right, I'm out.
Yeah, but I survived.
I think I saved you at one point, and then you were just like, all right, cool, and you ran.
Yeah, thank you so much for that. But yes. And then there's last year The Nightmare, and then there was a recent game that just came out. It was like Video Horror Collection or something like that, which is like smaller in scale because there's less survivors and less killers in that game. But it's like visually the game looks better because Dead by Daylight, I'll be honest, looks very outdated for the game it is.
Yeah.
Evil Dead, yeah, Evil Dead's one of them for sure. But you have to think of like what's the shelf life of those games? Like how, as long as Evil Dead continuously like releases more content, I think you'll see more. I think it'll have a good player retention just because a lot of the big horror streamers love that game and they love streaming that game and they have a blast with it. Dead by Daylight is like that fucking baseline, you know what I'm saying? Like for Counter-Strike, it's Counter-Strike, and then there's Valorant. It's Dead by Daylight, and then there's like Evil Dead, and then Video Horror Society, I think it's called. I have to check this out. Video Horror Society. I am one of the biggest Evil Dead fans of all time. I think it's one of the greatest franchises of all time. And I think those are legitimately the only two games right now that could compete with Dead by Daylight. The only problem is they don't have the names that Dead by Daylight has because they have so many fucking like prolific horror characters in that game.
What's like the reward system in Dead by Daylight? And this is coming from someone who like played maybe once or twice and never played again. Is the reward system good? I'm just trying to think of the draw that makes people keep coming back.
So there's the last time I played, there was definitely a battle pass, and you get cosmetics. You get you can upgrade your skills and abilities. You can upgrade the items that you can find, and then there's a rank system too. So when Steve and I were grinding the shit out of that game, we were playing ranked, and we were like actively trying to go up in rank. But it is.
Yeah, I'm gonna go pro in Dead by Daylight.
There's definitely no competitions for that. I cannot ever imagine there being competitions for it. I'm pretty sure there have been like Twitch tournaments, but I've never ever seen like a legitimate money tournament.
I mean, we could be the change. You know, we'll do speed runs to see the best killer in the game. See how quick they can get people.
It's the nurse. The nurse is the most broken killer in the game. I'm almost positive she's always been the most broken killer in the game. When I used to play at the launch, she was the most broken killer in the game. And then when I played 2 years ago, she was the most broken killer in the game. And now when I watch streamers play it, they still say she's the most broken killer in the game.
Who do you think is the next like horror, person or thing to get added to that game? Or who would you want to see added to it?
It's hard to say. I would love to see like Terminator crossover shit, but it would be hard to put a villain in from Terminator. You would have to get like the cop from Terminator 2. Otherwise, I don't know who the killer would be.
Do they do it?
They haven't done it yet.
I would want to see Chucky. I think that'll be hilarious.
I was gonna say Chucky, but I'm trying to think like how they would ever pull that off because the character model would be so fucking small.
That's what would make it funny.
Like you couldn't see it. So I don't know.
So maybe it would be a map that's like Honey, I Shrunk the Kids type thing.
Yeah, but the thing is, the killers like you can play any killer on any map.
Or maybe this is a limited time mode.
I mean, apparently it was a limited time mode for Stranger Things. I was gonna say I would want to see Chucky, but it would be so hard to implement. Who else? They have Pinhead. Pinhead's a cool fucking addition.
The Leprechaun?
That would be the same problem.
He's a little bigger.
Maybe like The Thing, which is the greatest horror movie of all time. Freddy's already in. I'd have to say like The Thing. You take, and they could use some interesting mechanics for this too. Like The Thing, so like in Evil Dead, for example, the Freddy Fazbear. I mean, maybe.
I don't even know what that is.
It's from Five Nights at Freddy, the character from Five Nights at Freddy's.
Uh,
So how they could Jeepers Creepers will never be in because that franchise is permanently tainted by the director. Which Chris,
who's the villain from Halloween Town?
it's not happening. So Evil Dead has a mechanic where the like spirit that's hunting you down, the demon that's hunting you down, can possess characters like themselves. And I'm thinking if you add the thing, it can. So I don't think this happens for any other killer, but it can morph and change throughout the map. So it could start out as like the dog that is from the original The Thing, and then grow into like after it kills one person, it grows into like the fucking Venus flytrap thing, and then after it kills two people, it turns into the fucking 2-person crawling thing. I think that would be fucking awesome. Actually, now that I'm thinking about this more behavior, reach out to me. This is a fucking brilliant idea.
I'll be sick. What about Voldemort?
All right. Speaking of Voldemort, there's been a lot. You know what's really bad in streaming that continues to happen all the time that people need to be imprisoned for every single time it happens? Swatting.
Yeah.
It's
I didn't know if that was a rhetorical question or if you wanted me to say something.
I mean, what? Chris, I'm fucking half asleep right now. Help me out here.
Me too. I'm on fumes.
Swatting. So apparently, allegedly, I don't know listen, I've seen tweets, I've seen articles. I'm not going to say whether it happened or not, but allegedly, IShowSpeed, Aiden Ross, who's the Nadia, and then Keffels, all 4 of them have been swatted this week. Cops have showed up to them live during their streams, guns drawn. I mean, this shit continues to happen. It's happened before. Someone has died from this. And I'm pretty sure someone has already been imprisoned for this. And I think every single person that does this should be imprisoned.
I agree. I mean, there's no way to sugarcoat it. There's nothing good about it. And it's annoying that it continues to happen because there's someone behind a computer screen that's like mad for some reason that they're going to forget about tomorrow. And they think, their shit doesn't stink and they won't get caught. And they end up doing it just thinking it's a joke when in reality it's very, very dangerous. And we have seen people get very hurt doing this, if not killed from doing this. And even if you want to just not even talk about the streamer, they live with other people. Some of them have kids. Some of them live with their parents. You're putting other people at risk over something that isn't worth being mad about. And those people should be locked up for life, throw the key away, and that is it, because it is a federal offense. So they should get max, because if you're willing to do that to one person, those are the type of people that are willing to literally do anything in the heat of being upset.
I mean, and then you also have to look at it like you are wasting like actual resources from these cities. Like imagine if there's an actual crime taking place, and instead of them, stopping this is exaggerated, but stopping a fucking bank robbery in your town, or someone's holding a fucking city hall or something, you have a SWAT team showing up at some fucking 22-year-old kid streaming's house.
And like, I don't know why it continues to happen either. I don't know if it's because of the quote unquote publicity that those people are getting and they're just like giggling knowing it was them. And they don't think they're going to be caught, because once it happens, everyone posts about it, everyone writes about it, like it just goes around. So I wonder if there's some sort of like gratification that these people are getting from it, but it's something that has to be talked about, or it's going to continue to happen. We just need like I think at some point when you are streaming, there should be some sort of a database that like if you're a streamer or something like that, there has to be some sort of database that you can kind of like, because I do know there are streamers, I believe Summit's one of them, or someone who like is like in close contact with the police department, and they'll call them beforehand and all that stuff.
That's an interesting way to go around it, like creating But I mean, that's so. I feel like that would be so difficult to do because you're relying on each fucking department to be able to access that database, because it's not like police officers are a uh, national thing. They're a city, town, fucking state type of thing. And I feel I agree. I fully agree that I think something like that should exist, and I think it would be incredibly beneficial um, to prevent a lot of this shit from happening. But that just makes me think like, at some point, I mean, we already know fucking cop education is the barest of the minimum for with many prime examples. But then you would have to educate them further on how to access a database in case a call comes in, or you'd have to get the call receivers to learn about that shit so they could look into it. There would be, you would need the database, and then you would need education around it, or create a job for it. Like, here's the database. Every department in a 10-mile radius around each other would have to hire somebody, capable of screening these things or some shit like that. I think it would be incredibly difficult, but I think that honestly probably makes the most sense.
Yeah, it's just like I think of what is that threshold where you are able to, get in that database. Because not for
Yeah.
nothing, we see it happen to these big people, but we don't know about the small streamers that it happens to all the time because it probably just gets drowned out, or it doesn't get the traction as like as much as the big streamers. Where there has to be equal, it has to be an equal playing field when it comes to that. But then again, there are hundreds of thousands of people that stream.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, at what point do you have to draw that line? And I think it just opens up too much of a gray area. But I just know something has to be done about it, because if anything, it's happening more and more than slowing down.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. Outside of these individual streamers contacting police departments individually, I literally don't know how else they could go about doing it. Like, it doesn't happen until it happens. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. Like, how do you preemptively stop that unless you are somebody of Summit stature who is capable, who I'm pretty sure is like 5'2", but is capable of, preemptively stopping these things from happening. It's there's a fucking dilemma around it. It is. I don't understand. I couldn't understand what sort of gratification anybody gets from it, because it makes no sense. Like, you can't show your face. You can't be like, hey, I'm the guy who swatted them, because legal action is going to follow suit.
Yeah, people get off on instilling fear in other people, and that is something that will come out of situations like that. It like scars people,
Yeah,
because
those are people who have never been punched in the face before.
exactly, and those people are all around the internet, and there needs to be, like Reg put in the chat, the one that someone died, the guy got 20 years, only 20.
And that's because he died. Not because it happened, because he died.
Yeah. It should be 20 if you even attempt it.
Yeah. I'm trying to think. There's a felony around that when it's like like falsifying something,
Like falsifying a crime,
some shit like that. Yeah.
But there's definitely a felony behind it. When people were I forget who it was. It might have been the shirt that was on Truman Nadia. She posted like this happened today. Everyone's okay. Thank you for checking in. It's also a federal crime, so have fun in jail.
Yeah. I don't know. Do you know how any of them have like progressed through this? I don't know. I didn't follow up in the stories. I just know that these things have happened, or allegedly have happened, just from like the tweets and the articles. Like, so she was fine. I'm sure Aiden was fine. I'm sure Speed was fine. And then Keffels, I don't know what the outcome was, but I don't know. Do you know what any of the outcomes were?
No, I haven't really had a chance to look into it, but if you're able to speak about it after the fact or just post that you're fine, I think that's enough to be like, regardless of what hardships you had to go through when they showed up, like, you're okay, which is,
granted,
the most important part.
These people are fucking traumatized now because of this shit.
Yeah, at any point, you know that door can swing open. That's the most scary. That's petrifying.
Have you ever had a gun pointed at you?
Um, I don't think so.
Because I have, and that shit is fucking scary.
I don't think I have. No.
And it wasn't by a police officer.
I mean, understandable.
I
Well,
have
not
some.
understandable, but I can understand why it's.
I have some friends who have bike ops, but nope. Ah, fucking scary world out there. Anything else you want to talk about, Chris?
No.
Well, we can't do voicemails this week, so sorry to anybody who called in. Oh well. But hey, join us in last call. We're gonna do a very quick last call, and please come with topics because I don't know what the fuck else happened this week. I have been too deep in TFT.
Yeah.
All right, let's land the train. Chris, shout out at fucking anything, please, anything.
Shout out to the fall.
Yep.
And not being hot outside.
Yep. Shout out to the fall, baby. Shout out to my backswing. Fucking nailed it today. Absolutely fucking killed the ball a couple of times today. I'm fucking ready. I'm ready to hit the links. Anyway, big Wicked Gaming suck it to anybody who swats anybody. If you do that, I hope you stub your toe every single morning you wake up. I hope you get arrested. I hope there's cockroaches in all your meals in jail. And yeah, go fuck yourself. Anyway, that has been episode 297 of Not Another Gaming Podcast. It was a quick one. It's just me and Chris this week. Dom is doing stuff. I don't remember what. He's at some fucking dinner tasting thing. I don't know. But you can catch us live for episode 298 next week. And maybe, just maybe, all three of us will be there. But the only way you'll know is if you tune in. Right?
Who's to say?
Right? Who's to say? You got to tune in on Thursday next week to see if all three of us are going to be there. You know, the revolutionary reunion of all of us.
Maybe in person too.
Wow. We're fucking.
I gotta walk before we can run.
Let's not make any promises here. But we are now, after this episode, 2 episodes away from episode 300. Well, no. Yeah, next week's episode and the week after that. Episode 300. Fucking crazy. What's the odds that all of us are going to be there for that? Still slim. But we'll catch you guys next week for episode 298. This has been Not Another Gaming Podcast, which can be found on all podcast platforms, every single fucking one of them. If you're listening to me right now, it's on all of them. You could go to wickedgaming.com and check out all the written content there. You can go to youtube.com/wickedgaming and you can watch us live there and check out all the video content. Or you could watch us live at twitch.tv/wickedgaming. Oh yeah, I love that, Chris. That came.
He looks like the Among Us guy right now.
A little bit, yeah. I can't believe you got an Among Us tattoo.
It's not Among Us.
It is Among Us. Chris confirmed. Offline. He confirmed in text. Go to patreon.com/wickedgaming and pledge to us, please, for the love of God. Give us your money. Also, go to orchid8.com and buy our merch for fuck's sake, man. Buy our shirts. Because why? Because they're great quality and they look good. And I did the math, and you are 75% more likely to get laid.
True.
I'm a physicist. I do math all the time. You buy our merch. And this is not false advertisement if you don't get laid, because it's only 75%. It's not 100%. I can't give you that guarantee. I can just say you're more likely to. So go to orchid8.com, buy some of our merch. Go to patreon.com. Chris, stop picking at it.
No, I have the second skin on it, and it's starting to come off.
Why?
Well, I got it like 4 days ago.
Yeah, you gotta let that shit breathe.
Well, they said to keep it on until it comes off on its own. Or starts to, and it is.
Oh my God. You've had tattoos for long enough. You should know how to take care of a tattoo. Don't let other people, even if they're professional tattoo artists, you should have a routine by now.
You're right.
I don't even remember what the fuck I was saying. So catch us live next week, episode 298. Almost 300. And if you are a Patreon pledge, I don't remember what the tier is, but if you could join us for last call after this, very brief one again. And then if you aren't, what the fuck are you doing? first of all. Secondly, where the fuck do you get off? Thirdly, please pledge to us on Patreon.
Give us your money.
And you can join us for Last Call next week. Or, if you do it quick enough, tonight. See ya.
Yes. Bye.
Fight!